What's going on YouTube? This is Hussein Lahori, and I usually don't do these kind of videos, but seeing as though I hit 30,000 subscribers, so thank you all for supporting me all this time, and this one's a little special episode for you. I'm not going to be singing, I'm actually going to be producing. Rather, I've already produced and I've actually deconstructed and remade a track that I really like. It's by Imran and produced by Donny Ray, I believe, and it's called Knightridah. And I've really loved this track, and I wanted to really explore it further by recreating it. And for those who love this track as much as I do, this video is for you guys. So what I produced sounds something like this. And then pretty much a lot of the sections repeat themselves. Usually, the way I've deconstructed this and the way I understand this, it has a main synth section, which the song starts off with. And I'll deconstruct all of these for you. It sounds like this. And that pretty much repeats throughout the song. This part itself, I'm using Nexus to recreate this, as you can see. I've got amber pikes in plucked, and I've got a classic JP lead 4. These are basically been laid together. And then there are also strings which not many people notice, but they are basically been played underlining the main synth part, and that sounds like this. And that pretty much repeats throughout the song. It just loops. Then the next part that comes in the sequence of the timeline is the snap. And that. And then there's the open hat. Just that little ching. There it comes. And after that there's a clap roll, which acts as a fill before the drop. And the drop is the most interesting section within this track. So first and foremost, you've got a dirty bass sound, which sounds like this. Layered with a clap. And of course the kick. But there's also a an 808, which kind of fills in the lower end. If I show you my mixer here, so I've got the 808 there, which I've rolled off the high end because I want prominence there, and I've also got a limiter, but that acts as a side chain from the kick. The bass here has been rolled off a little bit to make room for the 808, and altogether that sounds like this. So there's 4 instruments, if you want to call it. And for the final part, which is actually the chorus, which comes sort of after the drop for me, sounds like this with the hi-hats. Oops, hi-hats didn't kick in. That's probably because I muted them. No, I've not muted them. Yeah, that's because that's not that. It comes in here. So a hi-hat basically has one sound, which is quite a short hi-hat, and then you've got the open hi-hat, and together they sound like this. And that pretty much repeats. It loops for 8 bars. So that's pretty much it, guys. Perhaps I should have mentioned this at the beginning of this song, or this video, shall I say. The song is of course in 98 BPM, and the key of the song is C minor. Yeah, so for those who are into production, a good way to learn, or a good way to actually even understand and keep up with the trends, and basically just grow as a producer, is to pick a track and deconstruct it, basically recreate it, remake that track, and that way you will be able to understand how your favorite producers make their tracks, and if there's certain kind of sound that you admire, that of course it does take a lot of trial and error. I mean, the main plugins here that I'm using are Nexus. I'm using that for the attack bass and the pluck sounds. For strings, I'm using Contact Session Strings Pro. It's Contact 9, and Snap Sound, Open Hat, Clap. I'm using some sound packs, which are Future Pop SM85. So as you can see, that's my sound library. I don't have a lot in there, but I have pretty much everything that I need to be able to produce tracks, obviously for myself, for some of my clients, as well as my YouTube covers, which you guys have been following and supporting me. So thank you all very much. Make sure, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, leave a comment below and let me know what song do you want me to deconstruct, if any, and make sure you subscribe. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.